d4 is slightly less common, but just as strong as e4. Many interesting openings start with this move, including the French defense, Indian defenses, and more. e4 takes full control of the center and allows the light-squared bishop and queen to develop. This lets your bishop step into the game. Their best option was to develop a bishop and attack the center. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. They bring out their knight, increasing their control over the center. You had a better option, but this is not bad. Kingside castling becomes available for your opponent here. By moving here, you allow your opponent to capture your queen for free. They missed a chance to capture a vulnerable queen. You grab the bishop before your piece is lost, capturing your hanging queen. You calmly step the pawn out of trouble. They are threatening to force eventual checkmate. You are losing a pawn this way. Their better move was to capture a pawn that was threatening to win material. It's critical to develop your pieces as early as possible in the game. This move gives you the opportunity to win their knight. Your opponent's attacking piece is gone. They move the queen to safety. Developing your rook strengthens your opening setup. Their pawn attacks your rook, kicking it out of its current position. Nice, definitely the right move. They kick your rook with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. Good awareness keeps the rook alive here. Their pawn attacks your rook, kicking it out of its current position. Naturally, moving your rook to safety was the right call. They kick your rook with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. Taking your vulnerable rook. A logical capture. They chose kingside castling, getting their king out of the center and activating a rook, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This move connects their rooks, giving them a stronger position to work together. Good job defending that pawn. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. This is a fine move. The queen slips away as your opponent avoids material loss. Good awareness keeps the knight alive here. Your opponent moves their queen to escape your attack. You win time by threatening a queen. You get a chance to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. You attack a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. The queen slips away as your opponent avoids material loss. You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat. This move puts their queen on a safer square. Your better option was to defend a knight that was under attack. You allowed the opponent to attack the knight with a pawn. You get a chance to force a weak, isolated pawn. Their better move was to attack the knight with a pawn. You are forcing your opponent to get an isolated pawn on a semi-open file. A straightforward recapture. You had an opportunity to win a pawn through an eventual fork. Their best option was to bring the last piece into the game. Good job defending that knight. That's quite an error. Now's your chance to... Your best move was to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. Their better move was to bring the last piece into the game. Your better option was to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This is the only good move. You block the check from an opposing queen. It was an even game, but now you have the advantage. Nice find. You found the only move in this position. You win time by threatening a queen. A correct move to get their queen out of harm's way. You had an advantage, but now the game is close to equal. They are threatening to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. You captured a free pawn. Your opponent allows a free pawn capture with this move. You won a pawn for free. They didn't find the right idea. You captured that free pawn. This move left their knight hanging. You captured a free knight. That's playable. A good choice to move your threatened bishop. Decent move, but they had a better one. That pawn was yours for the taking. Their rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. Your better option was to push a passed pawn. The rook is left hanging, letting you grab it immediately. You captured that free rook. This move left their rook hanging. You captured a free rook. They moved their king out of the check from your rook. Well done, an excellent move. Their king steps away from the check by your rook. Good job, that's what I would have played too. They move their king out of the check from your rook. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. You are now able to force eventual checkmate. You can now win with a forced checkmate. Slow down in the opening, castle early, don't bring your queen out too fast, and focus on the center of the board in your next game.